Hey, let's talk about why W 2 workers and self employed taxpayers' refunds are always significantly different. So the reason why it's different is because when you're working for someone else, your taxes are paid all year. Now we're not talking about your federal and your state taxes because you got some people who work on a job and they don't pay any of those taxes as well. We're talking about your self-employment tax, or whether in the wage world, your Social Security and your Medicare taxes. So just like someone who's working for somebody else, as a self-employed person, your Social Security and your Medicare taxes have to get paid. The only thing is, if you're not paying it quarterly, when you file your income tax check, that amount has to be paid. So let's talk about, say, a two taxpayers, one work for someone and one work for themselves, and they're in the same income bracket. And say we use the scenario that both make 15,000. Now, when they file their income tax, they both got two kids. The person that has a job, their tax refund might be somewhere 7,000 plus. Whereas the person who works for themselves, if they haven't paid taxes quarterly, their refund might be, 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, somewhere in that range. And the reason why is because they got the maximum amount on earned income tax credit. They got their child tax credit. But the difference is that the Social Security and Medicare taxes that they did not pay during the year is automatically deducted from those numbers, and that's how they end up with a lower refund. So many people be puzzling their brain trying to figure out why, if I'm self-employed, I work for myself. You work for a job one year, then you become self-employed next year. Your income could be similar, and you're trying to figure out what happened to my refund, and that's what it is, people. You gotta pay your self-employment tax. And it's the same thing when you have someone who may don't have dependents, but you have somebody on the job and they had taxes withheld all year. This is the reason why. Because you might reduce your tax liability, but the thing that you can't reduce when you're filing your taxes that much is your self-employment tax. Whatever you're going to be taxed on, you're going to have to pay self-employment tax on that unless you have a business loss. So I'm Dr. Gwinnetta Wright, your business and tax strategist. For more tips, follow me at Xpert Tax Service.